Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to get underway. If everyone can find their seats and remember to enjoy the show. Thank you.
I mean, if our current president won,
Of this
anybody
house.
in this room can win.
All right, it's in between me, the cat, and Jordan. Who are you gonna vote for?
Jordan,
And you can't vote for yourself.
I'm a voting for Chase. He's in this house.
Well, I vote for myself because I'm president.
I can do that. You know, maybe we should have a lifelong president. That sounds like a good idea.
Every 40 years we have an election.
Yeah, 40, 70 years, you know, it's somewhere in there.
We'll change it on the 39th year.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
president. I mean, dictator.
I mean, president.
I mean, president.
Are you questioning me? I think I need to kill you. In fact, I'm gonna kill your whole family and the entire block while I'm at it.
You're gonna kill the whole block? I know none of my neighbors. Why would you do that?
Because I can't trust a dissenter.
Dementa?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
I'm already dying. It's fine. I can say whatever I want.
You're not free, you stupid fuck.
I'm just a fan of Harry Potter.
Oh, you think you're so funny.
And he won the dictator over with Harry Potter. And they lived happily ever after.
This kid's so funny, guys. Listen to him. He's got so many Harry Potter jokes. We can't kill him in his entire block.
He's got Harry Potter jokes.
We can't kill this guy in his entire block.
This guy told me this fucking Voldemort joke made me fucking piss my pants.
I lost my mind. He goes, Voldemort, he talks to snakes, right? But what do the snakes say to Voldemort?
Capui. Welcome to Coming of Age.
This is a movie podcast.
It is. This man who just said those words, this is a movie podcast, is Chase Cummins.
Oh, then the man who just introduced the man who's speaking currently is Alan Loosebrook.
Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, thank you very much.
Alrighty then. Well, have you watched anything?
This week?
Have you watched anything good this week? I've watched like just things with you and like not really that much, but I have some things to say.
All right. Well, we'll get to you, but you asked the question
I know,
first. So
I know. I want to hear from you, but I'm just thinking out loud. That's what a podcast is all about.
Yeah, it's stream of consciousness. It's a stream.
I go, I'm gonna, yeah, I think, I'm locked in.
I'm talking my way into some talking points right now.
You know what? Let me write this down.
You go ahead. I'm gonna write right here. I'm just gonna write some stuff down.
I'll listen to it later.
I'm listening to you. I'm fully listening to you. But I'm gonna write this down.
I'm just the guy from Wayne's World, the fucking, what do they call him? The radio guy. God damn it. He's just like,
Yeah, I forget that guy.
oh my God.
Yeah.
He's like Crazy Steve or some shit. It's like fucking, you're him? Like, they got the screaming guy that was like,
We need to rewatch Wayne's World.
if we had cable, we'd probably watch it all the time.
It's on there every day. Comedy
Well, maybe
Central.
not. Comedy Central all the time, dude.
All the
Wayne's
time.
World, bro.
Wayne's World 2. Have you
Yes.
seen this, boy?
I can't believe that shit. Like, they literally got the actor from Judgment Day
I know.
to be in the movie.
It's fucking great.
It's so good.
It's so funny. Have you seen this, boy?
I love that joke. He's like, whoa. Scooby-Doo shit is my favorite too.
It's so funny. Well, I did watch some good stuff this week. Let's see. I watched the Oscars with you.
We're gonna talk about the Oscars. Talk about other things first.
I watched Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle.
I think it's pronounced Jumanji.
Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle.
Jumanji, hiya,
Jumanji. Anyways, I watched Jumanji.
And how
Welcome to the Jungle.
was it?
It was entertaining.
You liked it.
I smiled when I was watching it.
It's okay. Who was good in it?
The Rock was pretty good in it.
The Rock is. You can't really hate him.
He's
No, I don't think anyone hates him, but you can't.
He's charming.
He's a charming guy.
He's charming. Surprisingly, short guy, Kevin
Hart. Kevin Hart.
He was pretty funny.
That's
he was
good.
Kevin Hart in it, but it ended up working.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the plot of it? Do you know what happens?
No, I've seen like the trailer and shit. I don't know.
Okay, it's like a kid in the 90s finds Jumanji in the beach. And then he's like not playing board games anymore. He's playing like video games, but it's like old Super Nintendo shit. And so it turns into like a Super Nintendo game. And then like he like, or something like that, like a Sega game or something. Mm-hmm. And he like plugs it in and gets sucked into Jumanji. And then in like
this is the beginning of the film.
And then like 2017 comes around.
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler. This is literally the setup.
It's literally spoiling the movie for me.
Mishappen teenagers, you know, the pretty dumb girl cheerleader who is seemingly dumb. She's not actually dumb, but like the pretty like vapid cheerleader, and the jock who's using the nerd, and then the rebel girl that the nerd has a crush on, all gets attention and then find the game and then get sucked into the game. And when they get sucked into the game, they're playing different characters like a video game. Mm-hmm. And then they have to like play through Jumanji in Jumanji, but it's like has all the rules of like a video game. And like Rice Darby's in it and shit.
Damn.
Yeah, it's actually like.
So it starts great.
It's pretty good. It's just it gets to the point, and it's like Jack Black's fucking hilarious in it because he's like.
Well, Jack Black,
He's the
like
dumb pretty girl.
Yeah, he was the only appealing thing. Like when I watched the trailer, I was like, I would like to see Jack Black just play that role.
He does it great. He's playing like the dub cheerleader who ends up like having like a love interest with one of the Jonas Brothers.
Yes, yeah. He's in there, yeah.
And it's a
real life Jonas brother.
It's a real life Jonas brother.
They're in the film, guys.
It's the Jonas Brothers. And then when he's in real life, when they get back to real life, it's fucking Colin Hanks.
Oh my God. He might as well be a Jonas brother. He should be the Hanks brothers, dude.
Yeah.
That thing you do.
It's the that way you move.
Ooh.
Oh.
Man, that's a good movie.
It was entertaining.
No, That Thing You Do.
That Thing You Do? I have not seen That Thing You Do.
What? You've not seen That Thing You Do?
No.
That Thing You Do is great. Sorry for everybody who doesn't like it. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to apologize. It's a pretty good movie.
I want to watch it now.
It's got...
never
mind. I'm not going to fucking talk about it. What else have you watched?
I think we've talked about most of the things I've watched. I've been watching Broadchurch with Jordan mostly. Broadchurch. We just finished season 2 and started season 3.
I don't know what that is.
It's an English show, British detective show with David Tennant and Olivia Colman.
Nice.
It's very good.
Very cool.
It's 3 seasons. It's good.
Wow. The last 3 years?
No.
Oh.
The last 5 years.
Is it new though? Is the newest season new, or is it canceled show already?
It's the newest season's new, and it's its final season, and it wasn't canceled. It was fully developed.
What?
It's just a short show. It's amazing.
I can't believe that's the best.
It's a 24-episode arc. It has a story, a beginning, a middle, and an end. It's like the 3-act structure.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That is incredible.
So,
I love that. I haven't been watching that much.
what have you watched?
I honestly can't even remember what I was going to talk about before, which sucks. I really fucking hate you for it, but I love you.
Sorry, bro. I love you too. I hate you a little bit, but I love you a lot.
I don't wish you were dead quite yet, but
I still want you
maybe
hanging
someday.
out, but maybe one day we'll see you at the bottom of the lake.
I watch Goodfellas. No shit.
What do you think? That's funny? You think that's funny?
So we both watched Joel McHale. Joel McHale show is awesome, and we've watched
Very
the
much so.
new episode of Atlanta.
Oh my god, I forgot that we watched that, and I can't believe I forgot that because that show was great. It was great.
It's so good.
It's great.
It's awesome. If you have not watched the first season of Atlanta, which I found out many people have not that are close to me, and I feel very concerned.
I feel like I've failed in my job of sharing. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I saw this great thing. You should watch it.
I just didn't think I had to tell anybody.
Yeah, I thought people were already watching it.
People were just fucking doing it.
Yeah,
I've talked to many individuals about it, but the people closest to me are hurting the most,
Like who?
and they have to start at season 1 while season 2 is airing.
That's kind of the best, though. So by the time you get to season 2, you have quite a few episodes.
No, I like to watch week to week.
I do too. We watch shows week to week together. You know that we share that interest.
I love FX.
FX has the music.
What the
Remember those old ads? FX has the music.
It said the movies.
It's the movies. Yeah,
You said
the music.
There are music FX in movies, though, guys.
They show the fucking Fast and the Furious movies, and it has the movies and the music.
There's music.
It's music.
You guys get where he was going.
You knew what I was trying to say. It's just had a few.
But we watched the Oscars together. Let's talk about the Oscars.
That was a great evening. Just like that whole.
It was a
evening
very
was,
nice evening.
Like
The whole day
Yeah.
was great. Spent
we curated some shows for you guys to listen to. We had a couple beers at the taco bar.
I had some good company.
Yeah, and some good friends, and then watched some. We watched Atlanta.
We watched Atlanta.
We ate some fucking delicious beef burgundy.
Is this good podcasting?
It's not. It's not. We're gonna tell you the whole day.
This is like Terror in Beverly Hills.
It's thematically relevant to structure our episode after the movie we watched.
So we did this, and then we took a piss and washed our hands.
We got on the airplane, and then we decided to take a shit, and then someone was waiting on us to take the shit, and then we came out of the bathroom,
And we ate a granola bar, and there was a wrapper, and oh my god!
and then the wheels came out from the plane, and we started to land,
All while not talking.
or music playing.
Oh my god, so good. Yeah, I just called our bit good.
I just self-congratulated our back and forth.
But if you haven't watched this movie, then you don't understand. You need to. But anyway, the Oscars. Okay. Oscars, great day. Fantastic day. Had a wonderful time. Drank a lot of wine during the Oscars.
5 bottles.
Very wonderful. Did not plan for it.
It was a crazy experience.
But it was a good time. Okay, so I'm gonna say, I was gonna say overall about the Oscars, but maybe I should wait till the end. But I feel positive. I felt that from that night I had a very good time, and I felt very positive about what was happening. Mm-hmm.
Same.
On screen, as even when some of the movies and some of the things that I wanted to get recognition didn't win.
Same.
Overall, I had a very good time.
I had an enjoyable experience watching it.
For sure.
I look back on it, and there are some awards I disagree with.
Oh, absolutely. You could look back and you go, oh,
Yeah.
you son of a fucking bitch. And then you also go, and the Oscars are kind of fucking fake. awards. But see, the thing is, every year, when you look at who won the Oscars, you go, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. It's something for artistic expression. It's a reward.
Yeah.
For that, which doesn't really make any sense in the first place. And then,
well, it kind of does.
It does. It does. It's recognition, and it's
the weight that it's carried along with this particular award doesn't make much sense now, I guess. It's like kind of got blown out of proportion.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But like it makes sense to do the awards. And it may especially when you're on like that tier of movie making, like everything else gets awards. Like, and they should celebrate themselves and like tell each other, hey, we really appreciated this movie this year and blah, blah, blah. It just doesn't feel like that's what it's doing anymore.
Yeah, definitely not.
It's what it did, but it's not what it's doing.
But
it never really did. I mean, like, look, Citizen Kane didn't win the Academy Award because of political bullshit, because they didn't like Orson Welles, and he was too fucking young, and he was fucking all their beautiful starlets, and that was early in the process. So maybe the whole thing was a corrupt bastardization, and I fucking should eat my words.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like that. I mean, I can understand your perspective as well. Just that like movies are fucking beautiful, and there's honestly an art to it. So like rewarding like the best art is like a thing. Like, but I just think that nominations are one thing. You know, nominations are great.
Yeah.
And I think you should just end there.
Like we nominate these movies as the best movies of the year.
Yeah.
Like they're just like, for one reason or another, these are the superior films this year.
Yeah. And then you just go, okay, bye. Like that's it.
That would be a good way to do it, instead of just being like, all right, we're going to pick out all these movies that have really no way to compare them. Like you can't really take Dunkirk and Get Out
and be like, which one's better?
It's like, well, they're both really well made. They're both
they both
really
make
well
you feel
constructed.
very different.
Yeah, they're both going for completely different vibes, and they're both on completely different scales. Mm-hmm. And so, like, it seems ridiculous to be like, let's like say which one's better. Like Phantom Thread in there as well. It's like those are three completely different movies. They're all really good.
They can all make you feel. Like, all the elements
effectively, they all achieved what they were going for
sure,
and they did it well. So nominating them and saying these are great, that's awesome. But then to be like, this one's the best, and then that movie and that director or whatever and that crew just get so much more success.
Yeah, it's just like a roll of the dice kind of thing. It's just like,
yeah,
all right, who fucking
what the politics well this year.
Yeah, what does Hollywood want to do?
They gave it to a Mexican director. Can we just like Guillermo del Toro is great. I'm not diminishing his award. I just
not
want
at
to
all.
say that.
Well, also like, I don't know. We had a conversation about the Oscars last year. And how like you wondered if Best Picture was Moonlight won for its sheer brilliance, but like also just with that conversation that we just had, doesn't make any sense. But politically, it kind of seems like Moonlight could have won as well, just because like the year before it was like Oscar's so white, and it's just like, here you go, like don't think we're racist, which like sucks.
We're giving the movie about African American and homosexual
and then this year was like super like free and like a bunch of
there were a bunch of different things.
There were a bunch of different things just going on, and it was awesome. Honestly, it was like, oh, this is fucking sweet. Like this is how it should be, because like these movies seem to be getting rewarded because they're actually like really fucking good.
Yeah.
You know, instead of just like it being like, I'm not saying Moonlight's not a good movie.
No, Moonlight's a great movie. Yeah, but I know we've had this conversation multiple times where like we'll give a good movie the award simply because it appeases whatever social
for sure
bullshit's happening at the time. And it's not always bullshit, but like it is to appease a political, or like to make.
And we're not saying La La Land should have won. We don't.
No, I preferred Moonlight winning. I liked Moonlight better. Just like that's a better movie, for real. La La Land's fun, but Moonlight's a better movie. But there was another reason for it winning.
Yeah, for sure.
Just like there was, I think, another reason for The Shape of Water winning.
Oh, yeah, it's just...
Shape of Water did not feel like a Best Picture movie when I saw it. I loved it. This is beautiful.
So let me talk about Shape of Water. Very disappointed with Best Director and Best Picture winnings, mainly because I think that Guillermo del Toro has had a few far greater films. And like, it's just like kind of, I don't know. It's fucking weird to like this be the one that you fucking win. It's just strange. Secondly, fucking fish guy in The Shape of Water. When I first saw the Shape of Water trailer, I was like, that looks pretty beautiful. Like that looks like a cool movie. But why is the fucking fish guy from Hellboy in another fucking movie?
Yeah.
Because it literally looks the same.
This is very similar.
And it's just like, I'll say, I don't know anything about fucking Hellboy comics. I would assume that guy is a main character in Hellboy comics.
I don't know much about them.
And Guillermo del Toro didn't just throw him in there. It was like his Fishman idea. I would assume that he would have been, part of it.
Yeah.
So that means if that's true, see, I'm just going off hypotheticals. But if the other is weirder, you can think of it for yourself. But
No,
what I'm
I
saying,
I agree with you that it's too strikingly similar.
It is
for a
so
movie
strikingly
that he made
similar
to do,
to like make it on completely other like
terms.
Yeah,
I mean, he's doing like a Creature from the Black Lagoon thing, kind of.
Yeah. But then is like Creature from the Black Lagoon looking alien fish thing in Hellboy? Like, I don't know what's happening. Like,
who's referencing who here? What fucking circle are we going in right now?
Yeah. It's so weird. And why is Guillermo del Toro winning Oscars for it?
He confused everyone.
It doesn't make any sense.
Sally Hawkins got into the bed with the fucking fish guy, and then people were like, I don't know what the fucking thing about this fucking movie. I guess we got to vote for it.
Yeah, right? Fish pride.
I never thought I'd feel something for a woman and her fish. Except for when A Fish Called Wanda came out.
Mm-hmm. And Big Fish.
Big Fish. There was a man and his fish, okay?
Big Fish was amazing.
It was a mediocre Tim Burton film, to be honest, okay?
I honestly forgot the plot.
I forgot the plot. I've lost it. I don't know what to say.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Let's talk about other things. Let's talk about.
I want to talk about for 1 second.
Okay, go for it.
How Best Original Score was not awarded to Johnny Greenwood.
Yeah,
and that was a shame.
Who was it given to? Coco,
I think. I know Best Original Song was, and that was a shame a little bit. I think because I think Sufjan Stevens wrote the better song.
But did you see Coco and love it? Because the nation
I did
agreed.
Not see Coco.
I did not see Coco either.
I will watch Coco.
You know, if you have every fucking 5-year-old in the nation, 5 through fucking who knows how old, 5 through fucking 12-year-old singing some fucking Coco song.
Yeah.
Everyone fucking listens to it. Everybody loves it. iTunes is getting fucking bunch of 99-cent buys. Streaming fucking shit. Going out the roof. Streaming fucking shit.
Streaming shit. They're literally streaming shit.
Well, that's okay though. That's okay. Honestly, what's his name? What's the man's name that won best editing? Or no, best cinematography.
Roger Deakins.
Roger Deakins.
Fucking finally.
That guy
he was hilarious.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I literally could just listen to that guy. Like,
I want to work with him so bad. I never will, but I want to.
He was
so
like
bad.
brushing his hair, like all fucking cool,
like,
just like I was like, thank you.
He had that fucking awesome accent.
I was like, dude.
I guess I gotta talk a little longer so I don't get a fucking jet ski.
Denied the jet ski, which we didn't really need to be a part of the Oscars, honestly.
It was funny when the Phantom Threads fucking costume designer wrote out with fucking Helen Mirren on it at the very, very end.
Yeah,
Especially since they cut the best picture person
like
off.
part
Yeah, it was
pretty
like
much.
really-
It was very strange. It was a shit show, really.
Yeah,
at
it
the
was-
end,
it was
it was like,
funny.
all right, we're ending the Oscars.
We run late. We gotta get off the air.
Like it's just like, oh my god.
We have time to run across the street and surprise people watching a movie, but we don't have time to give the best picture winner an opportunity to give his speech.
Yeah.
But
Seriously.
look, there's a jet ski with Helen Mirren.
Aren't you happy, America?
Woo, woo, woo. Now watch your local news and shut the fuck up.
Just talk about that. Write articles.
We want to hear what you had to say. Nah, we're going to keep making the movies we were always planning to.
So, what are some other wins? Okay, Jordan Peele. Very fucking happy
I was
about
very
that.
happy about him. Yeah.
Totally cool with that. Also, he gave a great speech.
That category going almost any direction.
Yeah. There were a lot of good ones.
Yeah, I loved Get Out. I was like, I want Phantom Thread to win, but I don't know. I think Jordan Peele is still deserving of it. He was great. That was a great fucking screenplay.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, good fucking shit.
Yeah, I'm glad he won. I'm glad to see what he's going to be able to do now that
Yeah.
he's like Academy Award winner Jordan Peele.
First movie.
And I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Whatever he's on his first fucking film.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. And like, that's insane. Like, pretty much be a comedy writer.
Yeah, he went from like Mad TV and then his own show. Key and Peele show is fucking hilarious.
It is. But it's still like a Comedy Central. Like, Comedy Central's big, but like, it just, I don't know, for whatever reason in my mind, it's just it doesn't get like awesome content all the time. Like, there's not like a lot of Comedy Central shows that you're like, dude, this is fucking Comedy Central show.
It's a lot of misses. There are some classic ones, but especially lately, I feel like Adult Swim has really taken over that like alternative comedy genre.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, there's so many Adult Swim shows where you hear about and you're like, they were successful or mildly successful,
Yeah.
even if they're small, you know? I mean, and then you got things like the Eric Andre show, which is actually pretty wildly popular.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Comedy Central does have Nathan For You. Well, did. I don't know if it's over or not.
Oh, it's
But
true.
that might be one of the best shows I've ever seen. So
Yeah, it's true. It's very fucking true.
So they do produce good content.
Yeah.
It's like,
Few and far between.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. God, Nathan For You is the best shit ever.
I fucking love Nathan Fielder. He's so funny. I want to learn from him.
Yeah.
He's a master of of improv, of comedy, of
There's
controlling a room.
There's a picture of Nathan Fielder, Kyle Mooney, and Beck Bennett all at like
I've seen that
baseball game.
Yeah, I've seen that. Carly fucking Massetti edited herself into one of those pictures.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw that as well.
yeah.
Fuck you, Carly.
I know you're gonna hear this one day. Why did you do that?
She's already turned off the podcast.
She's so mad.
But Gary Oldman, totally cool. I didn't see
That
the
was
movie.
great. No, it's great.
I didn't see it,
fucking great.
but I'm just saying, like, you know he did a good job.
Yeah.
You didn't see it. Like,
I saw it the night before, and I was just like, the whole time I was like, Daniel Day-Lewis is gonna win this until I saw the movie, and I was like, never mind.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
fucking awesome.
yeah. That's crazy. What's the woman's name from I, Tonya that won?
Allison Janney,
Dude,
I'm so stoked
that
on her.
was awesome.
She was awesome.
See, she like totally deserving. Super, super good. Oh my god,
I love her. She
was like if anything from that film would win, that's absolutely what needed to win.
100%.
Yeah, so that was amazing. Loved that.
She's been like, I've been watching her since The West Wing. Have you ever seen The West Wing?
No, I've not.
What's funny is Bradley Cooper from Get Out is the main character, or one of the main characters of The West Wing with her, and they were both up this year.
Bradley Cooper from The West Wing.
Bradley Whitford. Bradley Whitford.
Okay.
The dad in Get Out.
Yes. The guy who is also in Billy Madison.
Yes.
Oh, Eric's pregnant. He's gonna be a soccer player.
What is he when he throws that thing and kills his secretary? That's his most famous line in the whole movie. It's just him yelling his secretary's name.
I don't even know.
Deborah? Deborah!
I don't remember that part at all.
Oh, he gets like really angry at the end, right before the decathlon, and he like throws this like paperweight off his desk, and then you just hear a body clump to the floor off screen, and it's like his secretary's like he like put her in a coma. It's like they joke about it in the decathlon sequence. It's so funny.
God damn it. Beautiful. Wonderfully crafted movies.
Those early Adam Sandler movies have a special place in my heart.
I watch them so much.
Something all the time. But Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison, I watched religiously as a child.
Yeah. I remember at one point, now we're talking about this. I remember thinking Lil Nicky was the most amazing shit ever, and it's funny as fuck. It is. Like, in your mind, it's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
But you watch that film again and you go, God fucking damn it.
It's like,
I can't do this. It's so fucked. Ugh. It's like Rodney Dangerfield and Ozzy Osbourne are in it. It's just like,
who's the guy with the boobs
like
on his
this
head?
the whole time.
Oh man, my dad's gonna kill me.
I fucking go.
Who are his brothers? It's like
Oh, fuck.
Reza Fons and like I think Reza Fons is one of his brothers, which is crazy.
There's big ass muscly dudes, right?
No, they're like
Can't
famous
even remember.
actors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember at all.
His
Oh, I remember who they are now. Yes. I don't know their names at all.
It's like Michael Madsen and Reza Fons or something like that.
Michael Madsen? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Michael Madsen's definitely not in it.
Fucking Harvey Keitel's in it.
Yes, he is.
It's the fucking devil.
Harvey Keitel.
Harvey Keitel. Oh, we're not cutting it out. They can get used to it.
Deal with it. You're on your way
to coming of age.
You're on your way to coming of age.
You're on your way.
Hi, come on inside. Take a seat. Anyway, so, let me get that clean.
Clean what? The clean?
Clean Oscar.
The clean.
I was talking about you clean little swivel that you got right there, dude.
Is that what you wanted?
Not at all. It's not what I meant at all. But I will take it.
You have a sip.
Through what just happened, Chase has handed me his drink. And now I have his drink in my hand. And I love this.
You can have one sip.
Just finished my drink. He hands me his drink through a very confusing piece of recorded audio. And thank you, sir.
Now, what'd you want? This guy?
No, not at all. I was making some weird joke that you didn't get. But it wasn't communicated very well either. So I blame myself.
Well, as long as you know that the blame's on you.
It is, but I got a drink out of it, so that's all right. But anyway, other Oscars. So the editing team that won, what do they win for? The three older men.
Fuck.
They were awesome. They're Dunkirk, right?
Yeah, I think they won.
Was it like sound design and mixing were both the same thing? Yeah, it was Blade Runner. Was that the three old men, or was the three old men for?
I don't fucking remember.
Those three old men, whatever the fuck they did, they were awesome as hell. They were so excited, and I loved them so much.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what they did. And
I think they were.
This is good podcasting.
I think they were the sound mixing for Blade Runner, and they were hilarious.
They were amazing.
Yeah. No, I pretty much loved all of the things that won, except for the things we have already discussed.
Frances McDormand.
Yeah, and then her Oscar got stolen.
What do you mean it got stolen?
Oh, you didn't hear about this shit?
I did not hear about this.
Okay, so some guy who's like known for like crashing these events and like taking pictures of celebrities and like posting about being,
her
like, friends
literal
with them.
Oscar got stolen?
He stole her Oscar, like literally stole it, and like got into a bunch of like behind the scenes Hollywood Oscar parties and was like being like, I won for best producer. And like walking around, and she went home crying because they couldn't find it for so long. He's been arrested on like grand theft and stuff. They like caught him and returned it to her.
Oh my God, that is crazy.
There's like videos of him like at parties and stuff.
She was so stoked. She was awesome.
Yeah,
like her speech. Whether you wanted her to win or not doesn't matter. Her speech was fucking great.
Yeah, she's awesome.
It was so like
I like that
she's
she won.
the shit. She's totally sweet. I honestly don't even remember what the fuck was up against her that I wanted to win. But I was totally cool with Frances McDormand winning.
It was Lady Bird. I think Saoirse Ronan was up, and Meryl Streep was up.
Yes.
And
this is old.
Sally Hawkins.
This
from
is
Shape
old
of Water.
news, and who cares?
And this happened, and you've all listened to it, and you're probably listening to it months later.
And this happened 7 years ago.
And you don't want to know.
And it's happened 7 more times. And someone poured their nipples out onto the Oscar platform. And it's all the fucking buzz.
Yes. Someone got naked at the 2018 Oscars. I know that
Literally
it's the year
poured their nipples
2025.
Liquid nipples are a thing of the future.
Yeah. And they proved it at this year's Academy Awards.
It's a scientific discovery.
It's an innovation that mankind can't live without.
If Elon Musk is so smart, then win an Oscar next year.
I keep hearing about this Elon Musk, and I know that he's done some quite impressive sounding things.
Questionable things.
Questionable things, but amazing to hear. But at the same time, if he's so good, why hasn't he won an Academy Award?
It's like the most fucking jaded Hollywood person. It's like lives in a studio. Yeah, this guy,
he sounds like a good guy, but
where's his Academy Award?
what's that fucking Academy Award? He doesn't got an Oscar.
He ain't Leo.
He ain't De Niro.
Leo just won again too. That was bullshit as well. He made sounds and got attacked by him.
He ate a raw bison liver.
Who gives a fuck? That was his choice. It's not acting. He just ate some weird shit. That's Fear Factor.
He is the best actor though. Like it just of our time right now. He is a great.
He's a
actor.
great actor, but
he didn't win for the right project per se.
Exactly.
Because
He's
Wolf of Wall Street was
see,
impeccable performance.
See, that's the weird thing, though. You can't just give a fucking Oscar away just because he needs one.
Yeah, he's earned it, I guess. He's done just about every movie until this one has been an Academy Award-winning performance.
Yeah, I'd give him that.
Give him for the one he didn't do. He didn't do that much.
No, we were actually planning on giving it to this person. No, you're gonna give it to Leo.
Yeah, Leo, he's earned it at this point. We're tired of hearing all the fucking bullshit.
Trying to save the
Reddit.
planet. That's good for PR.
He's got a good thing going on. We need to promote it, I guess. Give it to him. It'll boost our ratings.
Here's $20. $20.
This is a $2 million show. You give me $20. It cost Leo $250,000 just to even get in the nominee list. $20.
Right? Here you go. Pay your dues. Your actor dues.
That is how much it costs.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Just like, okay, your movie was good, but you gotta give us $250,000.
We'll nominate you.
And we'll nominate you.
Yeah. And then to run an Oscar campaign costs almost $500,000. Costs almost $1 million.
So,
and you have to pay out of
so
pocket.
Jordan Peele had to pay $250,000 to get nominated.
I think Paramount probably put the money up
Okay.
because they wanted to push that movie.
Obviously.
To,
Obviously, a
for the
studio
movie,
would do that.
For the movie.
I'm so good at movies.
I knew it.
I'm so, like, I just think about every factor.
To be considered, could be considered, they have to pay it. You know what I mean? Like for the movie to be considered for the Academy Awards, the production companies be like, this is the movie we want considered, or these movies we want considered. And we'll pay the fee.
Yeah. We want that award. Come on. Give me that sweet golden man.
That sweet golden man. We need it. We need it.
We need it. Anyway. Oscars. Ugh. More like, oh, scars. Left scars on me. And
We've scarred our time a little bit. We've scarred it up real good.
yeah, this is a terrible time for everyone.
We need to get off the Oscars, but we're stuck on them. Like
No, we're
some
done.
man stuck in hell.
We're done with the Oscars. The Oscars were the worst, and they were pretty good.
All right, you heard it here. You heard it right.
All right, let's talk about this movie.
Terror of Beverly Hills. I think it's called Terror in Beverly Hills.
Actually, it's Terror on Beverly Hills.
Is it really?
No.
We watched a film. We did watch a film.
We watched a film. It's called Terror in Beverly
You
Hills.
can call it that. If you want to call it that.
Yeah, it's really a film that was unfinished that they just shot. Well, I think it's
It
a
was
film.
finished.
No, I think it was a film that was unfinished that they were just like, we didn't shoot enough scenes. Lengthen up those scenes. Just keep the whole shot.
Yeah.
Just keep everything we shot just in there.
But it also felt like they were trying to do like a To Live and Die in LA thing, but they just did not know. They were like trying to like sympathize the enemy a little bit, like what ultimately are the terrorists. At the very beginning, you get way too much backstory on them, and then it's like, oh, there's this rogue agent, like who's not really a rogue agent. He's retired and he's a kung fu.
Well,
master.
the crazy thing is that the antagonist had more to do with the story than
You got his. It was basically
fucking
from the
Frank Stallone.
It was pretty much from the antagonist point of view. It starts with them. It follows them through the kidnapping. It follows them through the terrorist negotiations. It follows them as Frank Stallone breaks in and murders the rest of them, and then it ends after he dies.
Yeah.
It's
And he's the best looking character there. You'd have just a fake ass fucking Sylvester Stallone lookalike.
well, you'd
Okay.
also have Cameron Mitchell playing the police detective, which was amazing.
So you haven't seen this film. If you haven't seen this film, it's on Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, you can fucking watch it.
Yeah.
And it was made in 1989. And it stars Frank Stallone, which I'm sure is not that guy's name. It's just a guy who looks like Sylvester Stallone.
Kind of. And,
a little bit.
And when you look at the fucking poster, it just says Frank in small letters and then Stallone across the top.
Yep. Perfect.
They were trying to go for that.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful marketing.
What are you, yawning?
No.
What are you, tired?
No, I'm talking about the first 15 minutes of this film makes me a little tired.
Thinking about the first 15 minutes of this
Thinking
film.
about the
first
film.
20 minutes of this film. 25 minutes.
Thinking about the film is making me a little uneasy.
This movie was... It was so slow and fucking boring, ultimately, but passed so fast. And so much happened,
the pace.
And so little happened.
It's so weird. Like, the pace at the beginning, like, sets you up for, like, it's so fucking boring in the first 15 minutes. And you're like, what the fuck is even happening? I'm just going to fucking zone out. That you just zone out so hard that when the movie actually, like,
has a moment.
I wouldn't even say, like, has a moment or, like, begins to progress. But, like, so much of the movie has gone by that you just didn't notice because you were just, like, you just think it's all, like, the first 15 minutes. Like, you're just like, yeah, this is eventually going to be fine.
This is going to turn
into a movie. There's going to be a plot.
Okay, I will say there are lots of good shots.
There are pretty good shots.
And it's not like The Room where there are missing plot points and shit that doesn't make sense and it's bad, but like it's not like The Room where there's just like they lose the plot 100 times, you know? Like it knew where it was going and it kind of knew what it was trying to go for, but it did it in the most boring way possible.
Yeah. Very slow. Like we were talking before, it literally starts with this guy just like living a normal life. It seems like he's like, you know, with some shady characters and stuff, and then he just fucking boards a plane. And the plane scene is ridiculous. The inside of the plane ceiling is high as shit. It's like so high. It literally just like side view of the set. And you're just like, holy fucking shit. Like, what the hell? Like, can they get their masks if they like fall down? Like, if they need oxygen?
It is really big. It's like, for a guy of my size, I'm like, I wish airplanes were that big. I wish I could have that much fucking room.
It's like an 8-foot hallway.
I don't know. That would have been an expensive set, I would imagine. It would cost a couple $1,000s to be able to build something like that for them to shoot in. I'm talking about like the production of the movie.
Yeah, but they just made it too tall and weird.
They made
like,
it way too big.
It's like no one's ever seen an airplane. They're just like, yeah, it's just like a hallway with like seats on this side and like put some windows.
It doesn't
in
look
there.
like an airplane.
It looks very weird. But he just like gets on this airplane and you just follow every single move. Like they go through security and like takes a shit on the airplane. Like literally, like you thought something was going to happen to the airplane because it showed dramatic music. It showed the little sign on the bathroom, go to occupied. And it was like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, like he was like, doing something in the bathroom.
Yeah, like he was like doing something crazy, like, oh my God, he is planning a bomb in there.
Or he's gonna get like ready and run out and like hijack the plane or something.
Yeah, he's doing something sketchy.
But then he's just taking a shit.
But then like you don't know what he did. Like maybe he did something in there. Obviously you don't fucking know. We made the joke of him taking his shit. But then as he left, you're like, okay, what's gonna happen? And nothing fucking happens. And you're like, so he took a shit. Like, they literally were like, oh my God, he's so stressed. He's taking a shit because he's going to do things elsewhere.
They show like, the banality of every moment of their like coming to Los Angeles and getting off the plane and going through the airport. It's like they saw the scene from To Live and Die in LA where he makes the fucking counterfeit money and they're like, we're going to do the whole movie just like that.
We're going to do an entire movie like that.
Where every aspect, every detail happens.
every goddamn thing.
And it's mundane, and we're going to play the movie like this isn't important, but it's just life.
And it's like developing our characters too.
Yeah,
it's like
we're
they don't need to
establishing what
talk,
they are.
but like what they do, and like if they see the characters taking shits, they'll be like, I take shits.
I can identify with this guy.
I can totally feel this guy out.
This guy's human like me.
This is badass. I like this movie. Yo, where's that Stallone guy?
I thought Stallone was in this movie.
It's been like 45 minutes.
Wait, that was Stallone in that one scene in the dojo? But he was telling some guy he could whip his butt. He wasn't
Stallone doesn't
tough.
say butt.
Stallone doesn't say butt.
He says ass.
He doesn't stand over a guy and go, with a little practice, you're going to be able to whip my butt.
Yeah, Billy.
What?
So that's the first thing you see Frank Stallone.
Yeah.
And it happens. It's like literally the first scene where like the movie starts pretty much.
No.
What's his nuts?
No, because he has that scene. And then he drops exposition on his like fighting partner. It's literally exposition scene.
Yeah.
Where he just tells him how he's related to the main bad guy or whatever. And then
His wife and kid are dead, by the way, because he visited the grave. And you know that now.
And it's his best friend. It's his best friend.
It's his best friend.
But he wishes
and
he was dead.
he's my best friend. I wish he was dead.
But he's my best friend.
Because he's dangerous, and him being my best friend is just dangerous because I have people after me because he's dangerous and he's my best friend.
And he's one of the... And he's after me.
And he's after me. He wants
dangerous.
to kill me.
But
He's my best friend. And I wish he was dead. And Billy goes, I wish he was dead too. And Frank Stallone's like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I'm glad you don't disagree.
hey, you
with
shouldn't
my
let people
opinion.
talk to about your friends like that, dude. Like,
This guy doesn't know him. He barely even knows you. Why
Yeah,
are you letting
dude.
him talk like that?
why are you letting him say he wants your best friend to be dead? You can wish your best friend to be dead.
Yeah, but he can't wish. your
I
best
wish
friend
Chase
dead.
was dead.
I wished Alan was dead.
But we wouldn't say other people could say that
If someone else said I wish Alan was dead, I'd kill them myself.
on the spot with a gum wrapper.
I'd just stretch that gum wrapper out into a tiny little string, and then I'd strangle them with
How to chew 5 gum
and then
wrapper.
I stuff their mouth with gum pieces, and I call myself the gum mouth killer.
People don't know if you chew 5 gum wrappers.
You die from aluminum.
Literally 5, like the number.
That's it. It doesn't even matter how big they are. Just 5 gum wrappers, like pieces from 5 different gum wrappers, will fucking do the job.
I don't know if that's true.
It is. Look it up.
You can't split 1 gum wrapper into 5 pieces.
No, you have to split 5 gum wrappers into.
They all have to
one
be from
piece.
different, like relics from gum wrappers. From different gum wrappers.
Yeah, they have to all be different gum
I'm
wrappers.
thinking of
5
gum
different
wrappers
wrap
being
pieces.
gum rhyme rappers. rhyme riff raps.
Rhyme riff raps. Rhyme riff raps.
Anyway, I'm 80 years old.
And I really enjoyed this Pepsi commercial that we just watched.
And the whole movie is a Pepsi commercial.
So much.
And it's super silly. And also, okay, dude, we suck so hard. But also it's so hard to explain this movie because it's hard to talk about it because it's so fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
And you're like, how do I put it together in a conversation? Like literally the main's character's name is Hack Stone.
They keep calling him Hack. And
they call him Stone too. They say, "Yo, Stone, like I need you to." I don't think there's anyone who sounds like that at all in the film, but
No. Cameron Mitchell sounds like.
Cameron Mitchell.
He sounds like David Lynch in Twin Peaks.
Oh yeah, you think so?
Have you ever seen David Lynch in Twin Peaks?
In the new Twin Peaks, but no, not the old.
Oh, in the old one.
Oh well, no.
Oh, well, I guess you're missing out.
Well, I saw Cameron Mitchell. So
Cameron Mitchell's the best part about this movie.
Cameron Mitchell is amazing in this movie. He's the police chief. If you don't know who Cameron Mitchell is. If you don't know who Cameron Mitchell is,
actor.
look up just Cameron Mitchell and just watch movies from
Anything with
furthest
Cameron Mitchell.
back that you can to just present day. Just watch them
watch them all.
chronologically, and you'll be like, wow, the evolution of Cameron Mitchell. He became drunker and drunker, and you just see his life progress through his movies. Like you're just like,
Yeah.
wow.
He went kind of down into the deep end for a little while, and then never really got out of it. But kind of.
But a lot of his movies are in the deep end too.
Oh, I know.
Oof.
Oof.
Like, how did he?
He made a living, I guess.
It's crazy though. It's crazy that you'd be like, "Oh, we're such a shitty movie," but if we just get Cameron Mitchell, like it's like
It'll make our shitty movie
like
not that shitty.
because he's shitty, but he's in a lot of shitty movies that people know about because he's shitty movie guy. Like I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's happening with his life.
It's sad, I think. I think you're watching a very sad person.
Yeah, I think so too, honestly. And that's sad. But he made some hilarious shit.
He's fucking great. He's the best part about this movie. He's the shit.
So there's like so many scenes that are so fucking silly. There's like the shootout scene, and then the C4 gets put in the fucking car.
Oh no!
And when the car explodes, the whole fucking screen of the TV it's just like After Effects explosions.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, okay.
I'll just fill.
You didn't do this on location or try any effects at all. You just
put fire on.
you just filmed a car and then post production did an explosion that exploded the whole screen.
Yeah,
And that car's gone now.
yeah.
You cut away. That's fucking silly.
It is silly.
That's super silly. And there's the chase scene, like right after that as well, where they're fucking going through the tunnel.
Yeah.
They're going through the
And they're
tunnel,
like-
and
and
he
they-
crashes his car, and he literally gets out of
The
his
cop
car.
gets out of the car and he's like, "I need your goddamn vehicle."
He says, "Give me your goddamn
vehicle."
car."
Yeah.
It's just like, oh.
And then the cop scoots over. And
Are
he
you
just
guys
keeps
on the
going.
same side? Like,
It's so weird.
so you're a better driver. You're a better driver. You drive.
You drive.
I'm in the driver's seat already, but
You drive. I'll scoot over.
yeah, you drive.
I'll scoot over. You seem hell bent on.
I'll
driving.
scooch over this fucking desktop that's in my car.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. And then we'll all drive down to the old bean factory.
That's when they're like, oh my god. I don't know. They're like Middle Eastern terrorists. It's just like fucking just Middle East. It's
racist.
That's a threat now, right?
In '89, I guess.
Gulf War
Gulf War was in the '90s.
did start in 91,
I don't know, in 1991.
89, 90, 91.
It was on the horizon, I guess. I don't know.
It's just like political climate, I feel like, of the United States. It's just like, all right, this is the threat. Let's go here.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right, whatever. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Iranian, I think that's what the main antagonist actor is. Like, his nationality is he's Iranian. So let's just assume everyone's Iranian in this film. I'm just kidding.
Might as well. I mean, they didn't really like do much to discern their nationality. They were just like Arab.
But they're like on a chase, like looking for them in this fucking white limo. And there's the helicopter scenes where like it just keeps on going in and out of scenes like so many times through the movie.
It's
where
hard
it's
to
just
go
like
through them all.
it's just like there'll be a helicopter scene and you're like, oh my god, this guy got in a helicopter and now he's gone, and you're like, where the fuck is this guy? Like, why the fuck did he leave? And I don't understand where he is, and like, why is there weird music playing in the background? Did he go across the country? Did he go all the way across the world? Like, what's happening? And there's another helicopter scene where they're looking for the fucking white limo, and he's like, it's right there. He's like, where? I don't see it. It's two guys in the helicopter.
Oh, and they look
like,
at the fucking,
and then they look.
red
They're like,
truck.
look there, and it's like a fucking red truck with two naked ladies in the background, which
They're
is
dancing.
I mean, in the back of the truck, and they're just like wriggling around, being like, and it's like, why are they doing that? They're just chilling in the back of a truck, and like they don't know anyone's looking.
And then they
What are
kind of
they?
acknowledge the airplane. Or the helicopter.
Helicopter.
And then the guys are like, yeah, woo!
Yeah, they're
They're like, oh shit.
and honestly, they're my favorite part of the film.
It was a funny scene.
They're like, yeah, and they immediately forget about
Looking through.
the white limo, and it doesn't matter, and the scene ends.
Yeah.
and
There's
and
a
you're
lot
like,
of scenes like that in this
and
movie.
it's just like, oh, the scene served no purpose. Another scene very much like that. It's like it's like a whole setup. Is that person landing on the roof, and then literally like you see him like every once in a while pacing across the roof, and you're like, you think it's fucking Frank Stallone, you think it's Hack Stone,
Yeah.
because you just see the silhouette of like a dude with a fucking 80s haircut.
Yeah.
And then he starts shimmying down the building, and the guy hears him immediately because he's loud as fuck.
Yeah, he's not
and the
being
guy
discreet
shoots
at all.
him, and then he's dead, and he's just hanging there, and you're like, oh, well, that guy's dead now, and like
That guy meant nothing
but
to
like
the story.
that was cut in between so many scenes.
Yeah, they were building the drama and the tension of it for like a
just
while.
like, this guy's gonna do it, like kind of thing. And it's just like he just gets shot and he dies.
Yeah, it was comical.
It was hilarious, but it was just like, wow, that felt so flat and terrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was.
fuck.
I mean, why was it there? This whole movie feels like you could re-edit it, and you could cut a bunch of shit out and like cut around stuff and just like reorganize some of the scenes and put different music under it, and you'd have a much more entertaining film.
Yeah, like there's so many scenes. They're waiting for the gate, just with the car. They're just
should
waiting
cut it
for a
out.
gate to open, and you're just watching the scene, and you're just like, why the fuck am I watching this?
Yeah.
Like, cut it way shorter. The gate is, a
Gate's
quarter
open.
of the way, and it just opens, and you drive out, and
Yeah.
that scene's over. Fuck.
Yeah, don't even like for shots like that, especially. It's like you're just watching the car leave the house. You just need to cut to
And the
it
music
leaving.
will be with like da 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 da.
with the gate. But then there would be scenes like the helicopters flying over traffic and the music cut out, and you're like,
There was a whole section of the movie
why is there no music?
that we watched it on Amazon Prime, and it's got to be. I don't know if it's like this on the DVD or what. I've heard there's been problems with the DVD. I don't know if on the VHS it was good or not. But I feel like it's a thing that they probably like fucked up after, because the color was fucking up too that you saw.
Oh yeah. The
It
colors
was like
started getting wonky.
flashing. It was like weird. And then right after that is when like the sound started being weird, and it would cut out, and all the guns made like terrible, like just like dampened noises almost. Sound like video game noises from like old like.
You like from like it honestly sounded like the same sound files they used in like old James Bond games and stuff.
Yeah,
like
Goldeneye.
like
shit.
Goldeneye shit. But it was like super
Yeah.
quiet. And they would pew, pew.
It was super weird, and you'd hear the music in the background, kind of just
But
like
it was
pulsing.
also muted
But
sounding.
it was so weird, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on? And it honestly kind of made the movie a little better for a little while.
It was a little tenser. It was weird, but it was like a jarring shit.
The gun sound effects not so much, but like the music not being there to fuck everything up like so much, it like made it a little better. Just like have like have like people just moving through and doing shit, like instead of it being like they're motivated, da 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 da, they're doing something. It's just like there's like if there's no sound, it's just like okay, they're doing something.
They're doing something.
What are they doing? They're just a human. Okay, this is just like watching YouTube on real life.
It's like Planet Earth is more entertaining than sequences in this movie.
Planet Earth is very entertaining.
It's the most entertaining. But I'm saying, like, there's literally a show about not even people doing stuff, and it's better.
Yeah, but people are dumb as fuck, and animals are filmed by people still.
Smart people.
And
edited by smarter people.
Also, people stupid.
People stupid as fuck.
There's lots of stupid people. Animal lives off instinct.
They don't think about things.
They don't know they're being filmed.
They just do it. They just do it.
They're not trying to act.
They're just being dumb. But then one can argue, do we need actors? Can we just put people in front of a camera and see them do things, and we got a movie?
Well, we wouldn't catch all the drama. We had to violate some laws. And this has been set up. It's called reality TV, and we all know it's fake. And
it's garbage.
It's the worst thing ever, but it's a good time every once in a while.
It's garbage.
That's why it's fun every once in a while.
Yeah.
Because it's so bad. And it's just fucking insane. God damn it.
This movie's boring me talking about it.
It's so
like we're just dragging on now like the movie did.
The movie sucks.
It sucked. It was entertaining in a really, really weird way, but not where I'd watch it again.
I feel like this movie is killing me right now.
It's killing me right now. It didn't kill me when we were watching it past it was so fast. I've watched better movies that dragged on. But then that movie went by this quickly, and now that I'm talking about it, I'm like, that was
I was having such
so
a good
bad.
time before I started talking about this movie.
We were improving. We were having a great thing. We were yes-anding this shit.
Let me just read what I wrote down about this fucking dumbass movie.
Please.
So I wrote down a lot of quotes and shit. Most of them we've already said, but there's some other ones. There's like literally a part of the movie where they're just going hard and like everything was awesome.
Yeah.
And all the quotes, so you're just like, wow, what the
hilarious.
fuck?
Yeah.
But like when fucking... Okay, so in the movie, the president's daughter gets kidnapped. And they're like, we want something. I don't even fucking know what they want. I can't even remember like what they want for the fucking daughter, the president's daughter. The president looks like fucking Burt Reynolds, and the Oval Office is like wood paneled. It's like weird as shit. It's so weird.
It looks super 80s, and it's obviously not the Oval Office.
Everyone who has a daughter that is kidnapped, because it happens to Frank Stallone's character later in the movie as well. Literally, the president and Frank Stallone, they're like both chill as shit about it. They're so just like, oh yeah, okay, that happened. I gotta deal with it. Blah blah blah. You're just like, what the fuck? Like, why are you concerned more?
The president is so chill about his daughter being kidnapped. It's really weird. He's like not freaking out.
And he's talking on phones, and one of the phones doesn't even have a fucking like phone jack in the back of it. It's literally just unplugged from anything. Yeah, and he's talking on the phone.
There's no wire at all.
It's so silly. And there's so many scenes that are just like that, just set up just so fucking poorly. It's so weird. Yeah. And the reporter looks like John Lovitz, and he's in a studio that looks like fucking shit.
Every time Cameron Mitchell comes and says something to him, he ends it on an insult, and he turns around and he goes, what a bastard. He's still a bastard. Guy's still a fucking bastard. Like, yes. It's just like, it's so silly.
So Cameron Mitchell is he's the chief of police, and he's trying to like make a truce or something with these people to get the to get the president's daughter back. And they're talking on the phone, and he's like, "Make it a double truce, make it a fucking super truce." And he takes the phone from the guy, and he says, "A fucking super truce," and he throws the phone back out.
Yeah. And he
super trace. No, it's trace.
It's super trace. Yeah.
Oh, it's not truce.
Like,
they're trying to
we need
trace
a trace
them.
on him. He goes, we need like a super duper trace. And you go, oh, we need a fucking super trace.
Throws the fucking phone. I love it so much.
He also doesn't want you to forget that he has a pension coming up in a week.
Yeah, he says it way too much.
Good thing I got my pension.
It's just like, yeah, funny joke. Fuck.
Stop talking about retirement. The president's daughter is being kidnapped by terrorists.
I'm dying. I keep on thinking about Pepsi now. Like, we didn't talk about Pepsi enough. Pepsi's such a big part of this movie.
There's so much a part of this movie.
There's literally just Pepsi sitting, and there's a scene where they get in a crash with a Pepsi truck or some shit.
Oh yeah, and then the cop starts pulling the Pepsis into the car.
They're like, we need these Pepsis for later.
Or when they beat that guy with the fucking wooden sticks after they're like, execute him. They have his head, like a machine gun to his head. And then it cuts to, and they're just hitting him with these thin wooden sticks.
Yeah.
And he's just
so
getting
weird.
Annoyed.
That was super weird.
And then they end up shooting him anyways.
I wish that was a Pepsi ad.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious.
Pepsi sitting there.
They just fucking beat him. He's like, oh, God.
And then they're tired. They drink a Pepsi. Pepsi's like, please don't do that.
That's a good sketch idea. Trademarking it right here on the podcast.
We'll mail this podcast to ourselves. But anyway, Burt Reynolds president, and then there's the old bean factory, which is hilarious.
We've said it so many times.
There's a fucking police operator who is just sending all the cops to the old bean factory because that's where it is, but she just keeps on saying old bean factory.
It's so funny.
And Jordan loved that so much.
She was laughing so hard.
I think that was her favorite part of the movie.
It was pretty funny.
It was fucking hilarious. She also said, we got a terrorist phone call on line 5.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that was part of the actual
fucking
dialogue.
ridiculous. Okay, so they don't call in fucking what's his name? Hack Stone. Frank Stallone. They don't call him in till fucking 55 minutes into the movie and say hey, even when they do call him in, I don't even know when it is. It might be 45 minutes. They call him and say, hey, you got to come back and be an agent and save this fucking shit. This is your friend. You got to deal with this shit. And he's like, I'm a private citizen. And they're like, no, come back.
He goes, not anymore, but I just want you to know it's up to you.
Yeah.
And he's like,
what the fuck? But him and his wife or girlfriend, someone
he's letting her listen to the conversation.
Letting her listen to the conversation. He's being a very big sweetie. It's very nice, and he's putting his arm around her, being a real fucking cute guy. He's only been in 2 scenes, so he's winning in my book so far. And they hang up the phone, and he knows he's got to go do this bullshit. And she's like, do you have to go? And he's like, rock and roll, honey. Rock and roll, honey. It's just like, fucking what the fuck?
Yeah. When he does that scene, and then there's a solid 15 more minutes before he comes back on the camera, because they activate him or whatever, and then he doesn't show back up again until there's literally 25 minutes left in the movie. And then he has that conversation with Cameron Mitchell, which is the best conversation in the movie. Their banter.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
So
and
funny.
You're like, oh my God, this and the delivery is it's the most entertaining thing that's in the movie. It's almost good.
It's almost good.
It's almost good.
For sure. It's really yeah, I loved it a lot.
Yeah.
But like after that, the film is just like blah blah blah, fucking bullshit, and
blah
then
blah blah
fucking,
bullshit, and then he was disappeared from the movie again and showed up in the last 10 minutes, kills everybody really quickly, and then the movie ends.
The guy jumps out of the fucking window. The Iranian man, his best friend, and gets shot to death. Which is honestly, he should have been shot more from how many bullets were actually shot at him, but the scene and how it looks and like how the blood comes out looks fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah, it was good squib work and like special effect work. Like
I liked it a lot. It looked very nice.
I thought it was well done as well.
But it's just like every fucking sound in the movie is all fucked up. Everything's weird, and
the pacing's all off. The scenes
are all cut together crazy as fuck. Like you're just like, what the hell?
And the movie follows the wrong point of view for most of the film. For most of the film, you're seeing it from the terrorist point of view, where it's almost like you're supposed to identify with them and be sad. It's like almost like it's like a tragedy, but it's not.
It is a tragedy, but it's so a lighthearted tragedy. It's just so a lighthearted tragedy.
It's a fun ride. It's not actually a tragedy. It's a tragedy of cinema.
It's making me hate my life right now.
Yeah, we can talk about anything else now. We can talk about the fact that my cat's being a little asshole and trying to destroy all of Jordan's stuff while we're recording this.
I don't have anything to say about that though.
We can talk about...
Well, hey. Did you like this movie? Would you recommend this movie?
I did. I would. Mm-hmm. Is that an answer enough? Like,
to the right person. I would.
What? Is that like... Does that answer your question? Like to anybody listening too, like, do you understand?
It's like, if you hated this conversation, you'd probably still enjoy the movie.
Yeah. To be fair, this is like almost sounds like drunk rambling.
It's literally just like we are as neglectful as the filmmakers in talking about it. In
this podcast episode, we are formatting the entire thing. Surprise, as like the movie we just watched. So
I would say
it was intentional. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I would say we should watch this film every year on 4th of July and just drink Pepsi all day long.
And then I committed suicide
on 4th of July.
That's a Pepsi in his hand.
Also, Frank Stallone.
In his other hand.
Frank Stallone looks like a mixture of Frank Stallone and Bruce Springsteen.
That's exactly.
And also like has like country accent, like Southern accent.
Occasionally, it comes in and out.
He's kind of Southern.
It's there for most of it, but every now and then he says stuff, and you're like, okay, I don't hear an accent. And why does he have a Southern accent? It's fucking Beverly Hills.
I don't know. You don't know where he's from, man. People all from
he's
all
in the Marines.
People from all over the place, man.
He's a fucking Marine.
True. Don't make fun of them, dude.
I won't make fun of the Marines because the Marines have never made fun of me.
It's true.
It's not true. I hate them.
They don't what?
They've fucking poured beers on my head.
The collective Marines have poured.
Collective Marines. Every time I've gone to an altercation with the fucking U.S. military personnel,
they go
Marine.
They go Chase.
They go, you little punk bitch.
Drink beer.
And they pour a picture on your head.
They pour 4 beers on your head.
On my shoulder. I got a chip on my shoulder. I
joined the
Marines.
I don't like the way you're looking at me.
I don't like the way you said hello. I'm sorry. I respect the armed forces. I'm just goofing.
I couldn't tell, honestly. Thought you had some biff.
Have a biff with the Marines. We'll take on the whole fucking Marines.
Fuck the Marines.
Fuck them.
I'm going to war.
Fucking. Who cares if they're on the front lines? Good riddance, you know?
This means war.
This means war. I'm going to destroy you.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, let's go watch TV on our own.
Let's end this podcast.
This is a fun episode.
You guys.
Wait, let's do a rating. We got to do our ratings.
No.
We got to do our ratings.
All right.
We got to do them.
All right, go for it.
Oh, I give this 6 dressing room kidnappings out of 50 dressing room kidnappings.
Jesus Christ, I forgot about the dressing room kidnappings and also the girls that got shot while getting out of the dressing rooms. Fucking idiots, dude. Jesus Christ.
The fucking scene was bullshit.
The whole scene was bullshit.
Bullshit.
When I think about this movie, I'll give this movie, oh God, I'm just like thinking about yawns. Like I'm just gonna rate it in yawns, but it's not. That's the conversation. It's not the movie itself. When I think about this movie, I literally think of the 2 helicopter pilots and how they didn't go after the white limo, and how they're just on a beach with those 2 girls.
Those 2 girls in the back of that truck.
They literally just fucking threw down a ladder to that truck. Deleted scene. And those girls climbed up and they both rode off into the horizon. And that's my review.
All right. You heard it here first, guys. Probably 50th at this point, but you got 6 out of 50 hotel dressing room kidnappings, and you've got the 2 guys in the helicopter making it off with the babes in the fucking fire in the red truck on a beach.
The fire
in the
truck.
Fire truck. It's red. It's a red truck.
Shit, it was on fire though.
Those babes were on fire. They had the tits out. It was fucking glorious.
Ooh, daddy. Well, anyway, thanks for listening, guys. I know this was probably hard. If you made it all the way to the end.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. We're going to be setting up a new series within our style soon.
Let's not give away too much, but we're gonna be doing a little more research into some films that we care about.
Yeah,
actually,
we got a couple surprises in for you. So thank you if you've stuck around this far. Thank you for doing so, and we promise we are going to reward your loyalty soon, and
monetize it.
And then hopefully you can start paying us because we want to prove to you that we're awesome. And then we want you to tell us with your wallets that you like it.
Goodbye.
I'm so sorry, everybody. We appreciate the listens. Please don't think that we're doing this for money.
Yeah, I would never dream of it, truly.
Ever.
But thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a good evening.
We'll have a good life.
See you in fucking hell.
See you in hell. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you.